I bet you guys will never guess what I'm looking at. We drove out of town today about an hour or so to check out some smoke we saw. Looks like a giant wildfire. Don't worry. Doesn't look like it's going to take out any homes or cabins. It's going the other direction, but it really made us think about the different contrast between elements and how it relates to our relationship especially. So we wanted to just give you guys a challenge at the end of this thought, but we thought you guys could really relate. Here's Jordan.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Yeah, like Wyatt mentioned, we're just out here, Mother Nature, checking things out, and had a couple thoughts. If you look back here, you can see we've got this fire burning. We got good old Mother Earth, and you can see there's a little lake back there in the background. It's kind of hard to... Where's it at? It's back there. Got us thinking about, the ancients, and they talked about elements. I mean, these days we talk about elements real different. We've got a periodic table, and we've got all these hundreds of different distinctions based on atomic size and stuff like that, and it can get confusing. Sometimes I like to go back to the ancients and think about the way they talked about science and the earth, and they kept it real simple. You got earth, you got air, you got fire, and you got water back there, right? And that's what you got. You got those four things. And if you think about them individually, you know what I mean? They're real different. They've all got their own properties. We're sitting here, we're watching fire come up over this ridge, and it'll just, incinerate a tree. For 1 second you got a tree, and the next thing you got flames, and then it's done. And it's like, it happens like that. And so you've got two different contrasting elements interacting with each other. And there's something beautiful about it. There's something real beautiful about it. It's the same feeling you get when you go to the ocean or when you go to the lake and you see that massive expanse of water, and the contrast that the water, the smoothness that the water has as it relates to the roughness of the terrain of the earth. And then you've got the air just milling about, moving smoke, moving molecules around. You can't even see it like with your eyes, but you can feel it. And so contrast and diversity, that's what makes something beautiful. You know what I mean? In art, when a painter, for example, sets out to paint something, whatever it might be, he's got to use the elements of art, which is form, line, shape, color, shade, value, all these different elements. And he's setting out to create something that could be recognized by the viewer as being beautiful. And the term that they use in art to describe that experience is organic unity. Just like the Chinese, the Taoist philosophy, that the earth is this big organic pattern. You can see that. It's just, it takes care of itself so. That's what they say in the Chinese philosophy, of itself so, about Mother Nature, about Earth. And what we would encourage you guys to do, and what we seek to do with our lives, is to create that unity, to create that beauty in our lives by bringing diversity into it. So we wanted you guys to think for a second about your circle of friends, your circle of associates, the people that you interact with on a daily basis, and why it's going to break you off with a little thought experiment that we'd like you guys to conduct.
Like Jordan said, we got a little challenge for you guys. I want you to take a piece of paper and a pen and put a line down the center of the paper, and on the left side put your name, and on the right side put the name of the person other than yourself that's most related to you being successful. It could be anybody. On the left side, I know it's hard, write your 5 biggest strengths and your 5 biggest weaknesses. And on the right side, do the same for that other person. Compare the two, and you might be really surprised to see what you end up with. Let us know how it goes, and if you have any questions, just DM us, send us an email, whatever's easiest for you. You guys have a nice night.